and a very good morning. It's earlier than normal. Normally we sort of come in at lunchtime-ish on the day of the draw to basically say, get your last-minute tickets. But we thought we'd get in a little bit earlier today because we've sat in the office this morning very first thing because we were umming and ahhing for a while on these two cars. Quite exciting to say that both of these cars, we have now guaranteed the draw for tonight. So 6:30 will be the last chance you can get your tickets. They're about 75% sold at the moment, so the odds are really, really good. To put it into perspective, you've got about 500 tickets left on the MGTD, but bear in mind, with the MGTD, you only started off with 1,999 tickets, so already the odds were crazy. But like I say, there's about 500 tickets as things stand on this one, so there's about 1,500 tickets sold, so that's really, really good odds. And then secondly, you've got your Mgb Gt.
Just wanted to welcome everyone watching.
Hello.
Quite a lot of you watching. Thank you for joining us. If you've got anything you'd
absolutely.
like, feel free to answer whilst we're live. We're probably going to be live for the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, we'll keep it going. So if people want to have a look at different cars, they can. If you need us to answer any questions, we can. So the second one that's guaranteed for tonight is the Mgb Gt. Like I say, both cars are 75% sold. Possibly they won't be sellouts. It's probably unlikely. Yeah, it's unlikely at this stage that they'll be sellouts, but there's still opportunities to get your tickets. There's still a fair few tickets. I mean, this one, you've got about 1,500 tickets still left, so if you're in the draw...
Both would be nice. Let us know which one you prefer, whether you're in for both, whether you're in for one or the other.
So it's £20 a ticket on the MGTD. Like I say, there's 500 tickets left, but it only started off at less than 2,000 tickets to start with, so your odds were incredible. And the Mgb Gt, you're looking at £9, is it, on this one?
It is £9, yeah.
Okay.
Good luck, Paul. Paul saying he picked up some tickets last night, so wish you good luck.
Excellent, good luck. There's still a chance to get some more tickets if you want. We'll talk about the other two cars that we've got on the website at the moment. We'll touch upon them. We could talk about them a little bit more tonight as well. But the Morris Minor is our newest addition. We've done a couple of Morris Minors. I think it is actually two Morris Minors before, isn't it?
Yeah, two.
The Traveller, and then the very early, the low light, yes. This, I would probably say, is the best one of the three. Would you say so?
I would say so. David's got an important question. He says the EastEnders climax is on tonight at 7:30, so can it be Swift? We'll
What, the climax be Swift or our video be Swift? Hopefully they could just get that over and done with.
I think he wants us to be finished.
So what is it? So it's I guess it's 7:30 is when it's to the boom, boom, boom bit. Yes. So we've got between 7 and...
It's usually not more than half an hour.
Exactly, yeah, well, that's true. We'll be over by then anyway. You just need the duff, duff, duff bit at the end.
On the note tonight's live, it's not one to miss, is it?
Right, okay, so tonight's, that's exactly that. We can't divulge too much information and you can't see anything at the moment, purely because it's not here. We've got a car that's coming in at about 1:30 today, but it's really, really important, if you don't watch all of our live draws, if EastEnders is more important to you tonight, then just for this just one night, I would just say to you, 7 o'clock tonight, if you can, share with your friends to say watch along to the video. I can't divulge too much, but I think it's something that absolutely everybody, whether you're into classic cars, not into classic cars, you really want to watch tonight at 7 o'clock. It's really important to do so. So if you can, please do. Obviously, we're giving these two cars away. So if you're in the draw for the MGTD and the Mgb Gt V8, I must just say, it is a V8. We had someone yesterday saying it's not a V8. It is a V8. Definitely a V8. They're both being won today, but there's some extra special bits in tonight's draw at 7 o'clock. So if you can watch along, please do. The Morris Minor is on the website at the moment. Tickets have sold okay on that. Obviously, we
can stress the condition of this car. I mean, it's just not a bad angle of it, considering the year of the car. I mean, it's 52 years old now, this vehicle.
It's stunning. It really is absolutely. I mean, Morris Minors go very well anyway. They're a classic that men, women, everybody love them. So it's well worth getting your tickets in for that one. And then, obviously, we've got the Jaguar Mark II as well that was on the website. That's been on the website for a couple of weeks. Everyone loves a Mark II. The Mark I went very well. That was almost this... Is it this time last year? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, at Helmingham Hall. So this is the Mark II version of that. Everyone loves it. So it's worth getting your tickets in. It's sold very, very well at the moment.
You can see why people use these as getaway cars. I mean, just driving it to shoot it, it's got a lot of go in it.
And Hayley loved it as well, didn't she? So she wasn't so sure to start with when we sort of presented the car to her. We weren't really her sort of cup of tea, but I think by the end of it, I'd probably say I'd go to say it's probably one of her favourite ones so far.
It does everything really. It's, as the slogan states, grace, space and pace. It can be that relaxed driver on the weekends when
Absolutely.
you want it to be, but also when you want to blast down the motorway,
Yeah.
it can do that too.
So a little bit of brief history on this car. It came over to us from South Africa. So it's really straight on top, underneath. It's really solid, obviously, because it's been in a hot climate. We've done absolutely nothing to this car whatsoever, so what you see is exactly how it came in, other than a clean, because it had been in a container for a little bit. But we've recommissioned the car, got it up and running, made sure it's in tip-top condition. We've registered it in the UK, so the very cool number plate that comes with the car is pub. So the DVLA have given us that plate, so this is now completely roadworthy in the UK. And it's definitely something you can just get in and take to shows straight away. And perfect, really, now, because we're starting to come into the show season. We've got our show in July, which we announced last week, so that's definitely happening. But yeah, you can get in it and use it. I spoke to Ian last week, who won, a couple of weeks ago, won the Mgb GT, our previous one, the maroon one. Don't know if you remember that. And he's saying he's absolutely loving the car. He's taking it out every single day. He's taking it to work at the moment.
Oh, really?
Now the weather's getting better. He's in it all the time. So.
And the V8 does offer the same sort of practicality as the Mgb, but just with the power to boot as well.
Well, that's the beauty of the V8. So the V8 came to us as a partly restored car. It had been painted, but it had been sitting for some time, so we haven't done the paint work. But we've done a fair bit to this car, but it's not a show winner. It's certainly a head turner, but it's something that, like Freddie said, you can get in every single day and enjoy, but you've also got the very best of the Mgb range, because it's the V8, it's the proper V8. But it's got new chrome work in places, it's got brand new wheels. Might be worth a mention, actually.
I guess the original wheels.
The original wheels. So that if you know your V8, this is the original V8 wheels. And they'll come with the car as well. It's worth keeping hold of them. You know, it might be something that you want to get refurbed one day and put back on the car. But
got different preferences, haven't they? If you really like the original wheels, then worth being refurbed and putting on.
See, I like mini lights. I think they're really nice.
I think that was nice too.
But yeah, it's definitely worth keeping hold of them, because the wheels themselves are worth a fair bit of money. So tonight's draw is absolutely happening. It's quite exciting because the tickets aren't completely sold out, but we made the decision this morning that it's definitely going to happen. So first of all, we've got our MG TD. There was only 1,999 tickets to start with on this car. There's about 500 left, so that possibly could be a sellout, who knows? But either way, if you get your tickets in now, it's only 75% sold. So if it stays like that, your odds are really good on this one.
If just have one ticket on, it's this one, because
Yeah.
the odds on this are looking fantastic.
Really good. The odds were great to start with. That was the risk we took with that one. It was like, should we make the ticket prices that little bit higher? But you know, let's face it, a 1 in 2,000 chance is really good odds. That's all right. So as you can see, it's black. The car's black. The contrasting green interior, and then you've got green piping around the external bits of the car. The grille's been painted green as well. And then it's obviously got the beige hood, as you can see, and the beige side screens as well.
We've left the hood up as all of the photographs are with the hood down, so it's just to give you guys a
Worth showing it off, yeah.
hood in case you get. It's very much a sunny weather car, but
Absolutely.
typical British fashion, you're bound to be caught in the rain, so
Yeah.
throw the hood up.
The nice thing about it, it's got, as much as it's a very old car, you can still drive it like a modern. So if you're not used to classics as such, don't be scared off by this car, because it's not scary. It drives like, not like a modern car would, as you'd expect, but it still drives like a modern car. You don't need to know necessarily what you're doing to drive this, but it's like all of these, I suppose. It's a head turner. You take that to a show, and it's going to be, everyone's going to be wowed by that car.
It's really compliant, isn't it? But it gives you that classic feeling of having nothing on the roof.
Absolutely.
Motoring.
And it has showed to us as well how well this is sort of thought of, really, because this was sort of an older style to what we're used to in our competitions, but you seem to have liked it, so maybe we'll look for some more. And then also tonight, guaranteed, is your Mgb Gt V8. Again, it's about 75% sold, but there was a few more tickets on this one, so the tickets are £9. There's about 1,500 tickets still left on this one, so out of the two, that's possibly going to sell out. The TD, the Bgt V8 possibly won't sell out, so your odds are definitely going to be better than when we started. But it's only £9 a ticket, so it's worth grabbing a ticket for that one.
If you've been to any of our previous MGBs, then arguably the V8 is the pick of the bunch.
Absolutely, yeah.
Don't forget to pick up your tickets on this one, and we'll be live at 7 o'clock tonight. The competition's closed at 6:30. The reason why there's a half an hour delay between the closing and the draw is so that our lovely web developer Luke can publish the entry list online, so they're always published before we go live for the draw. Just in a comment about our show. So it's a show in July. It's the last weekend of July on the Sunday.
Yes.
So there's more information on our website, so head there. But we'll be posting on social media and also to our mailing list closer to the time with more information. But
we're going to do it a little bit differently this year. So we've been doing the same show. We've been doing the show for about 4 years, and each time we try and improve it and change it. Last year was amazing because if you've been following us on competitions for a while, you'll know our old building, which is still our building, but it's the hangar on an old RAF base that was closed about 30 years ago. We still have that building, and it's still full of cars, so we'll probably look at starting off the show there, and then we'll do a convoy through to where we're standing right now, which is about 10 minutes up the road, and there'll be food and drinks, and this time round there'll be music. So it's going to be a really good day. Hopefully the weather will be good, but it's free to come, you know. So it's a really good day. Bring the family if you can. Even if you don't have a classic car, it's still worth coming. You don't need to have a classic to come. You can have a motorbike, you can have a modern car, you can just come for the day and have a look and sort of see who we are. More than welcome.
Send a comment, is there a Facebook event? There is indeed. So if you go to the events section of our page, you'll also see it there. So if you register your interest on that page, you'll be notified anytime we post any updates too.
Wonderful. Okay, and I touched upon it earlier on in this video as well. So tonight at 7 o'clock is the live draw for these two beautiful cars. If you're new to the live draws, if you sort of come in and out, what I would probably ask is tonight, it's really, really important if you can watch tonight's draw at 7 o'clock. Like Freddie said, it's only normally 15, 20 minutes, something like that. But we've got some really important news today, whether you're into classic cars or not, whether you're in the draw for these or not. Tell your friends, get your family together, come and watch the live draw tonight because it's really special, I think, for everybody. So the more people we can have watching it, the better. But equally, if you want a bit of excitement as well to watch the live draw, get a ticket for one of these two cars. Is there anything else anybody wants to know?
No, let us know if there's any comments that you want to, let us know if there's anything you want to see on the cars. And so sounds great. We hope to see you at our show in July then.
Excellent, okay. Well, most of the cars that you see in here, obviously you're probably questioning the MGA. That's going tomorrow. That's going to be quite a special delivery tomorrow because normally Tom, who is one of our technicians, delivers the cars to the winners. Peter has picked up this car. He can't wait, but we're doing something a little bit extra special because he's a big MG fan. He owned, if you watched the live draw last week, you'll know he owns an Mgb V8. And he started telling us a story whilst we were doing the live about how the garage that looks after his cars, or his car should I say, has a couple of these in. He's always admired them but never owned one. So we thought, oh, let's do a little bit more with this one. So we're going to visit the garage whilst we're there and sort of interact with Peter a lot more so you can meet Peter and he'll tell you the story. Also, whilst we deliver him, he's beautiful MGA twin cam. So that's tomorrow. So Haley will be involved and Freddie, who's behind the camera now, he'll be involved. So that's quite a special day tomorrow, I think, isn't it?
It is indeed.
We're looking forward to it. Hopefully the weather's good.
Good luck, Andrew, who's in for the purple MG.
Excellent. Who else is in for any of the cars? Let us know. So what else you see here? Don't forget you got the Morris Minor on the website at the moment. That was launched a couple of days ago. You've got the Jaguar Mark II, which was launched about a week ago. We've got a few cars in. It's quite empty in here at the moment. It's quite weird. There's normally a few more cars in here, but we've got some cars in and out at the moment.
Most vehicles you see here are going to be competition cars at some stage.
Yes, absolutely.
David's in for everything. Well, thank you. And good
Oh,
luck.
thanks, David. So the Dodge Viper's going on Monday to H&H Car Auctions. Which is going to be held at Duxford Air Museum. So if you follow auctions, it's worth doing that. I'm quite excited because I'm going to go to that on Wednesday, which is when it is. I've never been to Duxford, so I'm looking forward to it.
Andrew Andrew's saying Capri, please. I want one again. So you used to own one, Andrew. Tell us a bit more about it.
Very soon, we're going to be launching this. Haley liked this one, didn't she?
Haley did, yeah.
So then we've got, this is going to be sort of fairly new to the website as well, because this is probably this will be the most modern car we've done, isn't it?
It will, yeah.
Probably not showing it in its best light at the moment because the wheels are off.
It, yeah.
It'll be nicer with the wheels on. So the wheels are being done at the moment, and then the car will go into the garage to be checked over. But this is the 250 diesel. Apparently it's an absolute rocket, this car.
Andrew's saying he's had 4 Capris in his time.
Oh, lovely.
Well, hopefully it could be 5 if you're interested in this one too.
What colours have they been? Black's the main colour, isn't it?
Well, certainly the 2 front end look great.
Yeah, been the main colour to us, yeah. And we restored one back a couple of years ago as well, and that was black. And we did a gold one. There's a gold one on the website. That was a Mark 1 that we restored for somebody. And that's on the website. So if you're new to our website, have a little look, because it's quite a good, fun website. We've got project section, which is all of the cars that we've got in at the moment. And then when they're finished with and they go home, it goes to a completed section. But you can follow absolutely everything that we do on the cars. It's good fun.
It looks like we've done well for Andrew's request. He said he was thinking of buying one of those Mercs. So both the Merc and the Capri take his fancy.
Yeah, have a quick look at the Merc. I think the colour combination's beautiful. So it's more modern than we normally go for, but it was getting into the summer and we thought, well, let's go for something a little bit different. Absolutely an everyday car. Nice summer car as well. And then we've got the Alpha, equally. Good summer car. That's probably come at the right time. That's now UK registered, because that was in the same container as the Mark II Jag was. So that's now UK registered. I think that will do really well, because right-hand drive. They're quite rare cars in right-hand drive, the little Spiders. So I think that will probably do well for us when that's launched. I think that's it. And the motorbike. Obviously, we've got the motorbike, which is going to be coming soon. A couple of weeks' time, I think we're launching the motorbike, isn't it?
It is, yes.
But just touch on why we're here very quickly, and then we'll say goodbye until later on today. So guaranteed tonight, even though they're not a sellout, we've got the Mgb Gt V8, 75% sold. But still, let's face it, there's still about 1,500 tickets left on it. So incredible odds on both cars. They're both possibly not going to be a sellout, but they're both definitely guaranteed for tonight. So you've got the Mgb Gt V8, the V8. We can't just stress that enough. And it's a proper V8. Some people have not been sure if it's a proper one. Yes, it's absolutely a proper one. And then also we've got the MG TD, which was really low odds even to start with on this one. There was only 1 in 1,999 chance, so that's already good odds. There's about 400 or 500 tickets left on this car, but tonight both are definitely happening.
Just on the note of the V8,
Yeah.
if you're questioning the V8 or the history of the V8, Nick's written a really nice article about the V8 and how the V8 came about with MGB. So it's both on our website and on our Facebook page. There's a post detailing more about how the V8 came to be.
Oh,
So
cool.
If you're interested in finding out a little bit more history about the V8, definitely recommend having a look at that post.
Absolutely. And equally, Nick's done a really good piece on the history of the MGA as well, the twin cam. Nick's good at finding bits out like that. He knows his stuff. So it's worth looking at this exact car. I'll tell you a little bit of history about this exact car. So Roger Andreasen, who was the owner of Chevron Race Team, very well-known racing driver himself. Unfortunately, he passed away some years ago, but this was his car, and it was himself that sort of part restored it. So, so he passed away, and his son handed the car over to us to complete the project. So it's had a nice previous owner as well. Quite a nice little bit of history with that car. But as I say, both cars are absolutely definitely happening tonight. And if you're not in the draws for these, which you should be, but you're free at 7 o'clock tonight, please watch along, because it's a really important draw for us tonight. We can't divulge too much information, but when you come at 7 o'clock tonight, we'll explain absolutely everything. But whether you're a classic car person or not, get the family involved. But 7 o'clock tonight, watch along. The more people we can have on, the better for this one. So we'll see you later on. Good luck.